hide people in timeout. What? Man, y'all, bro, listen, y'all, YouTube, y'all taking stuff from, y'all taking stuff from goddamn other, oh shit, these other goddamn, live, live chat goddamn apps and shit. I'm trying to set it up, bro. Is it? I don't got nothing back there. Jacket, the blanket for when it was fucking cold. Now I still be cold in the morning. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, the title. Well, first of all, it's the reflector here to reflect what you choose to neglect. I know I don't say that shit every time, but sometimes you just gotta say shit. You don't need no title. You don't need no introduction, because people should already know. But yeah, it's me. You know what I'm saying. So, because if I got that, like normal, won't out. But yeah, so I'm just thinking about shit, y'all. So yeah, so we talking about the damn shit about people assuming that the Earth is flat and or that there's like a dome over us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know y'all didn't heard those people. Shit, I got people in my life that be trying to say that. And it's like, remember, there's a whole lot of information that's going around. And sometimes information look like it makes, I can make anything make sense. Everybody in my life know damn well everything. Sometimes I bullshit because that's how much sense I can make out of anything. So I just be like, I'm. You can look at me like, okay, if I can do that, you don't think people that's all they got to do, that's all the time they put in, which is trying to give information like, uh, communication, words, put it in sentences, spelling, put it in a bind, shoot it off at people, and they'll basically get impacted by it. And they'll either vibe negative with it or they'll vibe positive. But either way, my whole thing is you shouldn't really vibe with it at all. You should always be from an outside looking in type of perspective. Now, anyway, you know, you clearly see, when you drive, yeah, oh yeah, all this is flat. But you gotta think, didn't a fucking human build on this shit? The humans, they had a plan first. They had an archetype, by observing over time and seeing how reality plays out. But don't you think people like had to make this shit look flat, appear to be flat? Just like how us, us as a team made this whole world appear to be the way it is due to time. And I'm talking about metaphysically. I'm talking about fields of reality. So like the subconscious more. It took us to do that shit, right? So shit. Oh my hell no. Turn this shit up. Every time I get to talking, boy, I get heated up. So my whole thing is it's not beyond nobody's goddamn understanding. Okay, nothing is beyond nobody's understanding. If you don't know something, just say you don't fucking know. All right, like don't try to act like you know because that's what the world is consisted of. You fulfilling yourself, and sometimes fulfilling yourself is like you being an empty cup and needing to drink whatever's out here to get you like in a certain fluid, like a wetness in a sense. Like you get wet, aka the fluid, subconscious, the energy, and you intake that. Something that's remember you got fluid within you. You get, even physically, you got subconscious that's within you. If you're trying to fit your own self with what the fuck reality done told you, even if it makes sense, like I said to my first point, then it's like at that point you don't have no discernment. Go watch my spiritual discernment video. You can't pinpoint like what's actually what you really feel outside of being a part of general consensus, even though it might not be considered general consensus because people don't quite think like that yet. But you gotta realize, bro, all this shit is to a certain extent like some bullshit. So yeah, to go back on my damn point, none of none of the shit online is real, and all the way to religions too though. Religions, they don't quite say that. Well, no, actually, I think that's where low-key people got it from, the Bible. But you know, the Bible was kind of like revamped just to fit these day and ages. But that don't mean like it's more right back then or something like that. That just means it applied. That I was some gummy bears. That was a gummy bear bag. They got like blue black bags. I be loving gummy bears. That's why I look so big. But yeah, uh, shit. So y'all niggas can't be, not y'all niggas, but y'all man, y'all can't be sitting here talking like, oh yeah, the Earth is flat because some jigaboo told you, goddamn it, that the Earth is flat, and that shit fits you. You know what I'm saying? See if it's gonna stay here. I got a whole goddamn magnet, and my phone is like a magnet. This is the type of case I got. Yeah, that shit's staying. And if it don't, I don't give a damn. Shit, man. Hey, look, shout out to y'all that's still fucking with me, man. I be goddamn into jump rope from two different perspectives, because it's like you can always distinguish and just like have people like redirect people that you or things, situations that you're around that might get you off of a path that you're used to. But at the same time, though, you still gotta like fuck with the people that you came up with and shit like that. But so like I just been bouncing back and forth, not back and forth, but like I've been having to basically balance both my worlds of creating content as I've been doing since I was younger. Shit, and still being like, making sense in the world and shit. Come on, y'all. God damn, this truck said fuck it. Man, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn honking. Fight me. Cause I've been waiting. I've been waiting. It's like I haven't been waiting though. I'm all peaceful though. I'm all peaceful. Everybody know I am. But like I got certain energy that might be a little bit unseen, but it's there. So it's like, hey, but I ain't gonna try nobody either. I ain't got no strappy strap. I ain't got no strappy strap in the car. And even if I did, I would not bring that shit in the car, boy. Fuck that. That's like more problems. But then it's like, riding dirty. I don't know. It's all the same shit. Like dirty car. I don't know, man. Dirty car. It's all. But yeah. Um. So as far as the earth being, that was just me going off on a tangent about myself and what the fuck I've been doing. But yeah. But also, I just feel like the damn spiritual energy just needed to settle in for other people. Like, man, look at my videos. I got plenty of videos. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that just lets you know, the fact that I took a break clearly means I have another type of thing going on, which kind of might consist of the actual world. This person got a new driver on the back of their shit. That's what's up. That's a good indicator. The Vindicator. Shout out to Rick and Morty. So yeah, that's being flat. That's just a term that a whole bunch of people that be studying, secondhand studying what's already been laid out for them, and they pretty much are under the point of the pyramid, the top. They under the top, building their own set mind frames that kind of make them feel comfortable enough to present that. Presenting is the word of the earth being flat. You know what I'm saying? That's really it. So yeah, you gotta think about it. Now let's talk about the fucking metaphysics about the damn shit. That shit don't make no sense, period. Because that shit don't make no goddamn sense, period. Because you clearly don't have the ability to jump high and fly, right? So I'm saying that because it's like, if everything's flat, then that means it's like a flat piece of paper, in a sense. And that means everything is just left, right, up, down. So that means you can go up high to your heights, and then you can So that's like the whole concept of, oh yeah, the sky's the limit. Oh yeah, oh I want to reach my peak. But people, when they think about peak, it's like the heights. They want to reach the top. But really, peak just means you want to reach the point, the very light pearl looking energy that you basically came with before you developed all of these secondhand, more down in dimension, more into your more into your worlds and your lights and your figures and shit. It's like the peak. It's like the true you type shit. Not the top though. It don't got nothing to do with you rising up. You know what I'm saying? So like if you take that whole concept into account, it's like, well damn, that don't make sense for us to only be on a flat fucking land. When also clearly, so I just broke that down subconsciously. So think about clearly when you see fucking water, that shit ain't fucking flat. There's many layers. There's like many, we ain't even seen the bottom of the ocean, so who's to say, like people say, but I can speculate. You know, we all have the ability to speculate, you know, put what if, what could happen, hypothesize if you want to say that, and shit, about a lot of shit. Oh yeah, get my green on, baby. Shout out to Torsi. The color green, they even put the rep of Earth Day today and shit. But oh yeah, I've been having hella haters too. Now I like that. Keep hating on me. I don't say that give me motivation, but it gives me something. But I'll just keep it simple and say, yeah, it gives me motivation. But in a lot of ways, it gives me motivation. So anyway, the Earth goddamn being flat is kind of retarded. Because, like I said, you can clearly look at shit. You can even look at the sky, the lighter spectrum of the water, atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the atmosphere, lighter spectrum. So like the higher you go up, we can clearly breathe this air, right? If you ever been to a mountain or been up in the air, you like low key find it hard to breathe. But nah, if you in an airplane, nah, it's pretty easy to breathe because they got like ventilators and shit. But it's just to let you know, when you go up, who the fuck is to say this ain't right, this ain't left and shit like that? Like, or who's to say if you were up in the air and like somebody was just not even, who's to say that that's in front? Like, if somebody's in the distance, you can't fucking use rise over run, goddamn, like in school and shit. Like, oh yeah, you're gonna go up 3 spaces into the right and you're going to be able to basically pinpoint that person. Like, no, you can use planning like that, but that's not actual life. The reality of it is that person is just distant from you, and there's no point box, goddamn rectangular platform to tell you that shit. It looks perfect. So that shit don't make no goddamn sense for the goddamn Earth to be completely flat. Love the way you do it, got me in a trance with no hands. So man, shit, another example could be, it can be shit. Shout out to Flightballs. It can be a physical example. Like that's still physical, going way up in that towards the atmosphere and shit. But it's like it's more light and it's like just air. You know what I'm saying? But you can correlate that to like water. You know what I'm saying? Because don't air go like whoosh whoosh, just like water do waves, but water is just heavier density. Just like when you put something in the water, the more down it goes, the more dense that bottom water is than the top water. You know what I'm saying? But science collector is a scientist. Okay, so I'm like everything. I'm like a psychologist. I'm like an empath. I'm like a magician. I'm like a foreteller. I'm like a builder. I'm like a damn, what's that shit? Producer of shit like scenes and shit. Goddamn music videos and shit, all that. Visual Annie. I got visuals. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole point of the fact that people put the circle as a representation of so many things, like a clock, it's a circle. Fucking zodiac wheel, it's a circle wheel. Goddamn, if you look at the water cycle, it's like a cycle of a circle. Circle, it's like cycling. Like y'all females, what goes around comes around, right? Y'all goddamn, you got a period. You got a cycle. I say cycle. Like the moon is a circle figure. It appears to be a circle, but that don't mean anything. So this is how you separate planning, constructs, reality. So somebody had to think of this themselves to construct a circle. That ain't to say, oh, there's a thing outside of there that like talked to somebody in their ear and was like, yeah, it's a circle. How the fuck that motherfucker talk to them if they don't even got the goddamn same language? You gotta really think about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. But like I said, let's go right into physical, right? So like, let's just say you was staying in a fucking apartment building where there's a whole lot of sections of people. Upstairs, downstairs, people to the up, left, you know what I'm saying, to put it in perspective. But you know, it's just like if you looked at it, even from a perspective of outside looking in, so you looking at the building, you can look at it like up, left, or whatever. But if you was in the building, it's like, it's dependent on your own perspective. It all depends on where you're looking at it from. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I mean by that is, yeah, you can go upstairs and go to the right, you know what I'm saying? Like on some, like, as if it's like actually just an up and right. But technically, what if you was just looking purely from your perspective? Wouldn't it be more, like if you had to go to somebody that's completely on the other side of the, like let's say you on the first floor. You're going to have to go to somebody that's purely all the way on the right side, right? And they upstairs, they on the top floor. Who the fuck is to say that's not a diagonal type of angle? But who's to say it's always straight flat lines though? Last time I checked, there's like objects within that space in between you and this other person's room that I'm talking about, or that person. So it's all about the space that you are in related to someone else's. So that's the distance that they're at. So it's the space you in, distance, and how close they can get to you. So who the fuck, you don't need to know that it's left, right, up, down. It's a good system, but just know that's not real life. Actual subconscious mind frame, worlds, energies that connects us all and shit. No, that's it. Shit, shout out to Flightball, shout out to Dolo. Shit, that's it, you know what I'm saying? Even this shit was done. It's sexy, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I use the object, so I'm putting that picture on. I'm putting that image on what the fuck I just talked about with that object. And like things on themselves is goddamn like active. But we all got imagination though, so you can always put goddamn shit on your imagination. Who's to say you can't? And who's to say you can? Alright, the positive is, who's to say you can do that? Who's to say you can't? So don't put no God figure on just because they're related to yourself, they related to your natural selected energy desires. Your desires that keep you bounded here. You gotta eat, you gotta have this at a certain spot, you gotta live somewhere. You gotta be sheltered, you gotta be comfortable. That's a fucking desire, y'all. Don't forget that. So ain't no other thing beyond you
gonna have more authority over you unless you give it. God damn it, fuck authority. And I'm talking about mental authority too. I'm talking about like when you feel like in your mind you want to keep protecting like yourself or maybe prove something or something like that, or like make sure you have your say so. You know what I'm saying? And like if you ain't wrong, you don't want to be right. If you wrong, you don't want to be right. Type shit. Like you keep building a frame of mind like to go against somebody else because you done built a fucking structure that basically point your goddamn like you gotta think of everything figuratively. It's like personification or like just imagination or this shit. You just start figuratively saying some shit and damn it match the situation at hand at whatever the fucking object is that you're trying to make a fucking personification with, or that you're trying to give imagery towards. You know, it's like all that same shit. That's why I don't like fucking English, because it's like it's a brain fogger, bro. English, that shit's a brain fogger, man. I'm sorry. How the fuck you need to know English? Like really though, like what does that really have to do? What does that have to do with anything? Like English, bro. Come on, bro. It's just like what people be saying. Why the fuck you need English if we already know how to speak English? And people can say, oh, well, you know, when you in college, you gotta read a lot. Like, who the fuck can say you gotta read a lot? These are just a lot of people that was confused over time about the fact that anybody could come up with this, but they thought they were like chosen, and they can pretty much write about some shit and be more superior. I said superiorly. You can be more superior and have authority mentally. You stand taller than people. You know what I'm saying? And shit. That's all that means. But so yeah, man. Like just stop thinking that something before you came and it's just somehow better than you in some type of mental way. Obviously, y'all niggas be like, oh yeah, white people ain't better than us, but whole time, yeah, but white, tall, standing men supposedly in another sense, in the energy vortex, in the energy spectrum, fucking subconscious, them niggas be standing over y'all all goddamn day. And they light and white, boy. They not really to certain other beings, but to other beings, like, that's comfortable with this world, it's like that shit look bright and blazing, like they can't do nothing about that shit. But to other perspectives, when you reach that shit look like it's some shit that's literally already black, moldy, falling off goddamn buildings and shit. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man. I be like real passionate about shit, y'all. Goddamn, this full moon gonna be in Scorpio moon. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Goddamn sun right now is clearly, we all know, it's in the month of April. And we look at that as the first month of spring. So, goddamn, the sun is in a position of goddamn the first month of spring, the first start of anything, of something. You know what I'm saying? Anew. So, shit. Goddamn, that's some shit. That's the shit that we're looking at, and it's giving us energy, sight, what to direct it towards and shit. What to act as, what to be viewed as, what to look at other people and view it as. And the goddamn, and the sun, if it's hitting something, or if a light, period, is hitting anything, it's gonna cast a damn shadow or a reflection. So goddamn it. That reflection is the goddamn moon that we all be talking about. Some people say it's a rock that people flew on. Some people just know it's a light that always comes out every now and then. Probably like once a month if they had to guess. You know what I'm saying? But it's a goddamn the reflection, man. That's why I call myself the reflector. Because to reflect is to be internal. It's to be more in the emotions. It's to be more in your thinking mode on the inside. Or imagination on the inside. So I'm all about holding imaginations on the inside. And I thought he had his door open. I think he do got his door open. But yeah, man, so I keep my shit on the inner and express it out on the outer. Best way it suits. I can't believe my phone really stayed on this shit. But all possibilities. Oh, nah, it's slipping. But yeah, man. That's crazy. Whatever angle I had it in. And shout out to the iPhone 14, boy. This shit. If one, I'm saying real good service. Real good service. I advise according to goddamn my lips dry as hell. Goddamn. Dry than a bitch. Goddamn. But according to goddamn my baby and shit. And if you know, you know. What was it? I forgot the shit she said. I can't even lie. But yeah, man, I made it back to where I needs to be for the moment. Shit, so I fuck with y'all. I hope you got the damn message and shit. That shit important. Close this because it's gonna get hot. But yeah, man, I fucks with y'all. Real stuff.